Day 6. And today we're going to be talking about generative AI and LLMs, which is also large language models. So generative AI, as simple as the name it is basically generation of different content or documents, images, anything which we have prompted into our tools, and certain generation of documents or summarizing or drafting letters, images, even code is generated, is known as generative AI. It can take information and it can create something new from it. Coming to large language models, which is an LLM, it is basically a technology behind most AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini. It is trained on massive amounts of text, including books, website, court decisions, contracts, legal articles, and the language patterns become very good at predicting what we do. And with time, an LLM and generative AI definitely adapts to what you're using and what prompts you've been putting into the tools. There is a slight difference. So when it comes to talking about basic AI terms, they are very similar to each other and coincide, but they do have smaller differences. So I would say that all large language models are generative AI, but not all generative AI is large language models. So in basic words, LLM is the text behind that chatbot's existence. Like for example, if we're using a tool which is trained just for lawyers, it would have different context from LexisNexis, and articles from different legal magazines, which would be the LLMs, the large language models, and all the data into that bot. And generative AI would be what we generate with prompts through that. So for example, I put in there and I want to draft a demand letter. So I would generate that content, but with the help of an LLM, the large language model, which has that information stored of what is a demand letter. And I really hope that it took me a little bit of time to understand the difference, because when we're talking about machine learning, generative AI, large language models, they all sound very similar to each other, but each of them have a different role in artificial intelligence and how the generation of content happens. And it seems very easy when we go online and we just type in our prompts, but looking at all the differences now makes me understand that how has artificial intelligence even evolved into being what it is today. So stay tuned for the next video 7 tomorrow.